Mm-hmm. Red guy, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. All right, how much honor do we need now? We're close. We're close. 142,000, 21K more. That's like 4 AVs. Ethan, what's up, dude? Welcome to the live. This is too much. This music's too much for me. Can it be any quieter? Needs to be a little quieter. What's up, Nick? Do we have anything? BRD Rio Run, need tank. Elidamir, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Maybe I can just /5 it. Time is it? Dailies start in a few minutes. Maybe I'll just go do dailies real quick. Greed TV. Thanks so much for joining the live, man. Gee, thanks for joining the live. Appreciate it. What's up, Nick? How's it going, my guy? Oh shoot, what am I forgetting? There we go. I gotta turn on notifications. There we go. they're summoning me too? Oh my goodness. These guys are amazing. Love this. Alright, we gotta switch our runes up. Burn is fine. Overload. Power Surge, we're okay with that. Let's do Ancestral Guidance. Let's do Spirit of the Alpha, that's fine. Rolling Thunder. Lava Burst. Beautiful. I'll make sure we are in our PvE spec. Activate that. Waiting for those guys to leave. Then I will res. There are a lot of them right there. I don't like that one bit. Do we not have a warlock? Oh, he might be out here. Let's put on my Ele stuff. All right, we're golden. Ele stuff is equipped. We're good to go. Master Pyron. Fudge. How did I get netted? What? Oh my, I almost died. How did I get netted? Those Anvil Rage Wardens must net. Does this guy have a Iron Foe? Empyrean Demolisher. Okay, this guy's pretty geared. Pretty geared. What's up, Goated for real? Appreciate you joining the live, man. Assuming Grubs is healing. 254s. What's up, Merc? Thanks for joining live, man. Appreciate it. There we go. We have 2 level 54s in here, so this is going to be fun. I will pretty much be carrying the DPS. What's up, Shame Wrangler? Thanks so much for joining live. Appreciate it. Trevor, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Get poison cleansing back to where it's supposed to be. Let me give him alpha. Oh, I don't have alpha. I'm gonna swap the alpha real quick. Spirit of the alpha. There we go. What's up, bud? Thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. This hunter just messed up, man. He pulled so many. It's all right. We're okay. We're okay. Swamp Fat. Thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. The hunter was a victim of tab targeting. Tab target's a completely new pack. Luckily, it's just BRD. Not a big deal. Band of the Unicorn. Annabelle, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Annabelle, thank you for liking the live. Appreciate that too. Let's turn the volume down a little bit. Where is it? There we go. Try to get our MC attunements done. I'm actually surprised I haven't done it on this character yet. With how many times I finished BRD on this guy, I'm surprised I've never walked over to do the MC attunement. Do I even have the quest? I better. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Annabelle, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Oh. It's a lot of damage. Used to play WoW a long time ago. You know, I wish I could say that, but I keep coming back. I keep coming back. Happens all the time. I swear I've quit this game at least a dozen times, and there's always something that sucks me back into it. Mostly my friends. I'm just going to say it. Peer pressure. I'm a sucker for peer pressure. And then I fall in love with it all over again. I haven't tried the new expansion yet, though. Haven't tried it. I'm still playing. I'm playing Season of Discovery. What class did you main? What? Honestly, that's what did it for me too. Is I was watching a live creator that I follow, and she plays a lot of WoW, and I was like, man, I want to play again. And then my brother, who also plays, was already playing Season of Discovery, and so he's kind of the one that dug the dagger in to get me to play again. Arden, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. What class do you main, though? Go. Oh, he's in Stratholme. Hang on. Whisper. And Disc. So I've never played an Ele Sham before. In fact, in the 18 years that I played this game, I've never played a Shaman before. But Season of Discovery has made Shaman so much fun that I gave it a shot, and now I fell in love with it. I did start leveling up a rogue yesterday, though, so I can get back to, like, my roots. Go, go, go. Mills86, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. No, no worries. I was asking what class you mained when you played. Druid? What kind of druid? Like Boomy? Were you resto? Let's see. Based off of your profile picture, you're a dog in your profile picture. I want to say you were feral. I want to say you were a feral kitty. Yo, thank you so much for the follow, Daniel. Appreciate it. W Daniel. W Annabelle for her follow too. Appreciate that as well. So we mained Rogue for probably 15 years. And then when TBC Classic came out, we decided to switch to Warlock and mained Warlock through TBC and Wrath. And I really liked Warlock. In fact, that's probably when I play retail, which is not very often, I always play Warlock on retail. Infinity, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. But I've never played a Shaman before, and I decided that when I was playing Season of Discovery, I was like, you know what? Like, I'll give it a shot. And I started leveling it up. My goodness, Elemental Shaman is so much fun. It is so much fun. I think just the changes that they made to it that allow you to use like different abilities Like in PvP, for example, I'm like half heals, half elemental. And it just feels so smooth being able to heal myself at the same time as do damage. So good. You were feral? Nice, I knew it. Dr. Nobody. Dr. Nobody. I like that. I like that. You wish your friends still played? Yeah, I feel like that's how it is with a lot of people, but the nice thing about the internet is that you always find friends, or you can find friends very easily. It's another reason you quit. Yeah, I feel that. I haven't raided with my guild at all. I got a pack of 3 other buddies that I play with pretty consistently. So we play like almost every night. Dr. Nobody, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. I know I already said that. I just can't get over your name, Dr. Nobody. Are you actually a doctor, or is it just a name? Because it's a very clever name, especially for a TikTok profile. Thank you so much for the 100 likes, Annabelle. Appreciate it. Yeah. If you were to come back, what would you want to play? Like, did you like the classic experience, or do you like retail more? Have I ever played League of Legends? I have. League of Legends is one of those games that Classic is amazing. If you haven't played Classic Season to Discovery, you would love it. It's the Classic feel with a little bit of like flavor added to it. A little bit of quality of life added. They added dual specialization. They added like a bunch of runes. So you can unlock these runes through different quests, and this is how you get like new abilities and stuff that weren't normally in Classic. Pretty good. Pretty fun. So like shamans, like Ele Shamans have Lava Burst. They also have Power Surge, which gives me like procs to give me like free Lava Bursts that are instant cast. I have like Riptide for my Shaman. Druids get a bunch of stuff. All 3 of my buddies play Druid that are playing right now. That's how fun it is. Feral kitties get a Wind Fury weapon. They just get Wind Fury automatically, just for being a feral. Your wallet's gonna be crying soon. I'm so sorry. Luckily, you can buy WoW tokens on retail. So like, if you have any extra gold on retail or whatever, you could always buy WoW tokens with it. Get some extra play time or whatever. But yeah, my wallet is crying a little bit too. I actually have 2 accounts that I subscribe, plus my wife's account, but she doesn't really play much anymore. Too busy. So we got the 3 accounts we're paying for every single month. Ugh. Oof. Alton, thanks so much for joining live. Appreciate it. You wish the hubby played? Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I like that my wife plays, but if she didn't keep the house down, nobody would. That's just because this game, I ain't gonna lie, like, this is a very addicting game. So, and I'm just kidding. I help out a lot and stuff, but my stuff is outside. I get all the yard work done and stuff, but stuff like this, like when I'm done with this can, a lot of times I'll just forget it's here, and it'll just sit on the desk. And I need to do a better job of cleaning it up. But she keeps everything locked down. He needs the 0.5 quest. So, but yeah, she leveled a rogue. So I was actually surprised because most girls don't pick rogues. But my wife picked a rogue, and you want to know what she told me? She says, you want to know why I'm playing WoW? So I can find you in the world and I can kill you. That's why she wanted to play WoW. Legitimately, that's what she told me. What I didn't tell her is that she rolled on the same faction as me, so she couldn't accomplish her goals if she hit level cap anyways. So, okay, Gamer Pop, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. But yeah, that was her main reason for wanting to play WoW. But that's just the kind of relationship we have, though. Like, we just like to tease each other a lot. So she says stuff like that all the time. And yeah, she just likes to push my buttons a little bit. It's all fun games until I get my feelings hurt, and then it's hilarious. So Canton Eagles, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. The damage, all the damage. What do we get? Ew. Ew. So we're doing a full BRD run right now. I didn't care to do a full one. However, I need to do my Molten Core attunement because I have not done it on this shaman yet. So that's what we're in here for. John Anthony Gonzalez. There's no Z at the end, so I'm a little confused. But thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. All right, what do we got here? All right. I love these big AoE pulls as a shaman. You guys can't see my damage. Hang on. We're going to pull this over. Oh, that's my threat meter. Hang on. Pull this right there. Now you guys can see my damage. Let's hide this one, though. Let's get rid of this one. Ah! How do I get rid of it? I can't remember. I think it's here. Window control. Close this window. Hey! Get out of here. There you go. There's my damage, guys. Now you can see it. Scott, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Oh, Fire Guard. Oh my gosh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get the quest that allows me to get the Shadowforge key. I have it on my priest, but I don't have it on this guy. Urgh. That's too bad. That's okay. Hopefully I never have to come back to Blackrock Depths again after we finish right now. Just kidding. I will probably need reels. But yeah, Annabelle, they're talking about opening up a lot of new content for Season of Discovery. So there was a lot of like planned content at the end of Classic WoW that just never happened. Like they were planning on opening up like a Hyjal raid, which ended up happening in TBC. They were planning on opening some like other stuff as well. I think like Uldum was something they never opened up. There was a dungeon that was supposed to be like a Timbermaw raid. There's like a Timbermaw raid that never happened, and they're planning on doing a lot of that stuff with Season of Discovery, from what I've heard. So I'm assuming that'll probably come out in different phases. Like right now we're on phase 4. Level 60 is finally the cap. They've kind of brought the cap up like 10 levels. I think it went from 25 to 40, then from 40 to 50, and now it's finally on level cap 60. But yeah, they're opening a lot of new content and stuff. To book, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Jerry, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much for staying and chatting. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you again. We try to stream every day whenever we're playing, so good talking with you. If you do decide to join and come and play on Season of Discovery, we are on Crusader Strike if you want to roll on this server and hang out and stuff. So Marspan LC, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Oh, I gotta drop a poison cleansing totem. Everybody's all poisoned. Oh, come on, baby. There we go. Chris Dior, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Hope everybody is having an amazing Sunday. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over into our streaming booth channel. There we go. Confirm. Get it, get it, get it. So much damage. Oh, this hunter's out damaging us, though. I'm ashamed. I felt like I was doing so much. Are we doing the... we doing the Wild Offering boss? Jessica Cherry, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Looks like we're doing an XP run kind of for these guys, which is okay. I don't mind helping out. There we go. Oh, he wanted the Dark Iron ore, didn't he? It's exactly what he wanted. He's still in Stratholm? Go, go, go. Got so much rune cloth. I think you need like 700 stacks to get exalted with a reputation. I'm gonna try to get exalted with Senjin Village because I love the raptors. So that's kind of like the long game. Put down an Earthbind so they don't do that. Boo. Boo! Don't run! There we go. Earthbind. You know, I could probably drop a Wind Fury for this guy. There we go. Oh, the fire guy's immune. I didn't realize that's why I had targeted. Essence of Fire. Give it to me. No. No, the Hunter one. The level 54 Hunter one. That's okay. Oh shoot, I gotta get my Wind Fury over here. Maybe I should, you know, maybe I should drop Grace of Air. I don't really want to help the tank as much as I want to help these hunters. We'll help the hunters instead. How do we do this? There we go. That's the bind. Bam. Bam. Jacobus Seaman. Thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Looks like these guys are leveling up pretty decently fast. There we go. Give me that seal. Greed. I've always thought this area was so cool. Black diamond. Let's drop that. Drop that. Do I need to reapply? I do need to reapply. Let's give him alpha. No worries. Understandable. Understandable. Ooh, healing pants. Greed. Damage. All the damage. Put down that Fire Nova totem. Beautiful. How much damage does that just do? Not enough. We need more damage. Bahista, thank you so much for joining the live. I hope I said your name right. If I did not say it right, I apologize. Let's go! Keep pulling. No cop, no stop. Varric is nearby. I don't feel like Varric is a rare spawn. I feel like he's here all the time. Alright, hopefully that does a lot of damage. Come on, baby. All right. I'm All right, Shamanistic Rage for the win. Give me that mana back. Dark Wanderers, Pauldrons. What's going on here? Is he doing something with this? Domicile. Get it. I honestly get so confused in some places like this. I still get confused in BRD. It's like a 19-year-old dungeon. Still get confused in here. There we go. He's in Scarlet Monastery. You boosting? This is your farm? He's farming SM. Either... Oh, for just pure raw gold? Really? What's the GPH? 20 gold per cath and arms together. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Ooh, what is this? It's fire resistance. I'll greet it still. It's fine. It's fine. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where's this ugly mofo at? This guy? There's a medic. Who are we looking for, though? There's an officer. What's up, K-Bud69? How many pieces of 0.5 are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of 8.5. I guess you can repair at the bar in here. I did not know that. That's news to me. All his gear is like broken right now. That's too bad. Let's see. Oh, you're in here with me? Yeah, give me a sec. Let me drag you to another channel. What's up? I'm streaming right now.
Yeah, I figured. I just was gonna come in, just move to talk because it's easier than typing, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, that channel is just like if people want to listen to me stream so they can hear what I'm saying before they see it for like viewers and stuff. So nobody has permission to talk except for me.
Yeah, I just was like, oh, I'll just jump over and talk to him. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done like any rating yet. I haven't done MC. I'm getting the MC attunement done right now. But Mitch,
What are
RC,
your
thank you
most
so much for joining the
available raid
live.
times?
I can't really like have a schedule. That's the problem. That was the big problem with me playing WoW before. It just puts a lot of strain on my relationship to like have like scheduled raid times. So I just kind of pug is how I do things.
Have you seen my team's raid time?
Like 11 to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that raid time. I think it's a little too late for me.
Okay.
Though.
I was gonna say, cause if it wasn't too late, like I don't really need a main roster raider, but if you wanted to like ride the bench and fill when we needed it.
Yeah. I might be able to do it every now and then, but like my wife already doesn't like me staying up late, so it would be hard to do that like very often.
My wife knows she doesn't have a choice because I work second shift.
Yeah.
I work 4 to midnight.
Oof.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, no, I started. Ele Shaman's been really fun. I've been enjoying it. So.
Ele Shaman's amazing.
Yeah, so I started getting PvE gear for him, and then I got the tier boots from the Onyxia that I was just in like yesterday. So I don't know. We'll see. I am like sticking to my content creation just being WoW specific. I got to get the algorithm to fix on my TikTok page because TikTok doesn't know where to put my videos because they're all over the place, and so like I'm in like 200 view jail right now because it just doesn't know who to push the content out to. So I gotta fix it. So it's gonna be WoW content for a while here. And Corley, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
Well, if there are any things that you need help with, like I said, I'm normally around. I'm just
bored.
Yeah.
So do you have like most of your MC gear then? Are you guys doing like Heat 3?
We just did Heat 3 last night, or
gotcha.
last Wednesday.
Gotcha.
It's not any harder than any of the other heats. Like, yeah, there's a couple more mechanics, but for the most part, it's just, are you rich enough to get the FR gear to raid it?
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like. T-Bones, thanks so much for joining live. Appreciate it. Kind of what I put together. Everybody's like, yeah, make sure you have over 200 fire resist, but it doesn't seem to be, or like over, like I can't remember what the exact number is, like 225 or something.
226 unbuffed, and you'll never get hit with the conflagration.
Yeah, so I've been noticing that's kind of what it seems like, is everybody's just kind of like trying to run. I think they're trying to get like the fire resist trinket from DFC and stuff like that to get that fire resist cap. But
I mean, you can get it without it. I don't have that trinket.
Yeah, I've just noticed. Why do people run to third boss in DFC all the time?
Because the third boss drops the trinket, and it's a very short like cycle.
Okay, so is it the fire resist trinket? Is that the one that I'm thinking of, or is it a different one?
It's the fire extinguisher.
Okay, yeah, I've got that one.
That's why everybody only goes to the third boss.
Gotcha.
Because nobody needs the second to last boss, which is where your pre-raid bis elemental shield is.
Oh, I have that one too.
Oh, sick. You don't even need to go in there for anything else then.
Yes. Well, except for the PvP trinket. The Shadow Resist PvP trinket. That's the only thing I gotta go in there.
PvP trinket.
Oh, it is.
Oh, you think it is?
Oh, it is. 20 shadow resist? That's huge, man. Resist fears, resist mind controls, resist dots.
You know what raid comes out next, right?
Blackwing Lair, right?
Yeah, and you know what Nefarian's breath attack is, right?
Oh, is it shadow?
It's Shadow Flame.
Oh.
I am making the prediction that they're just going to do this you need resistance gear for the entire season of Discovery because they've doubled down on it so much in MC.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet that if each raid, I'm projecting that the next raid, Blackwing Lair, will require
Caleb Weber, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
Resistance and fire resistance.
Yeah, for the Shadow Flame.
Mm-hmm. Now, because you obviously get the cloak that protects you from like the breath's instant blast, but it doesn't mean that you can't do something where it's like consuming nightmare. If you don't.
Yeah, MC's out in SOD, T-Bones.
Triple the damage.
That's what I'm getting attuned for right now. Yeah.
But that's just my prediction.
I like the thought process of doubling down on resistance for like certain things, but it also kind of makes getting certain pieces of gear just like pointless. Because if you're just gonna like buy all your resistance gear to do stuff, then it's kind of like, okay, I wish that my raiding gear meant something.
Well, your raiding gear means everything when you're not raiding.
Yeah, that's true. So some people have legendaries. Hand of Ragnarok's out. Hand of Ragnaros is out. But Thunder Fury's not out yet because we need the Elementium bars, and those are not available yet.
Okay, cool. But now that sets the precedence for the rest of this expansion.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I wanted MC to be like... I didn't want it to just be, hey, do you have the FR? Okay, then just go do MC. I wanted it to be like, you know, oh, we did some interesting things with, you know, a couple mechanics or whatever. And they kind of did, but most of the mechanics were just, hey, don't stand in that shit that we dropped.
Yeah. Easy stuff.
I was like, oh, it's pretty lackluster, actually. That's crazy.
Yeah, so are most of the fights, I haven't even looked at the fights, are most of the fights just like almost exactly the same? It's just don't stand in this stuff pretty much, or?
They are mostly, Season of Mastery.
Oh, I didn't play Season of Mastery, so.
Ooh, it's warm out here. No, I didn't hear you. But like, so for instance, the first boss is pretty much the same. Magmadar, he summons ads during the fight that the OT needs to pick up. A lot of the snake fights are the same. Shazra, the arcane one, when he teleports, he leaves a mirror image behind, and then anytime that he arcane explosion.
Silence, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
Duplicate.
Okay.
Gar has less mobs to control, or to worry about, but he also has Magmakin that he fires out at random points, and the Magmakin mimic the explosion of like when you kill the ads.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that Magmakin are fire damage, and Gar dispels you during the fight. So if you're relying on Mark of the Wild or whatever to protect you, and he dispels Mark of the Wild, or you step outside of your... 1 second.
No, you're good. User, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
But yeah, so Gar dispels you, fires out the Magmakins. There's a whole lot that if you don't have that unbuffed FR, you can lose it mid-fight and then take
lots of damage. Oh goodness.
Yeah, you just get one shot basically.
You're talking about Magma 3 or Heat 3, sorry, or is that on Heat 1?
Heat 0 requires no fire resistance. Heat 2, if you fall below 96, I think it is, you become susceptible to the special raid conflag damage. And then heat 3 is the 226. It's the same mechanic. You take any fire damage from the boss and you blow yourself up, basically.
Gotcha.
Which includes, so Chaz is a fight that doesn't do fire damage, right?
Yeah.
But he reflects spells periodically.
Oh, why? That's the worst mechanic.
So if you drop below if you take off your FR gear, because this guy doesn't do any fire damage, I don't need it, and then you flame shock during a reflect phase.
Yeah.
You blow yourself up.
Oh my goodness, dude. I hate my least favorite fight is Azure Ghost right now. I just sit there for 10-second intervals, just not being able to do anything, and it's just so much fun. Let me tell you. Let me just poke things with my dagger as an Ele Shaman. What a great mechanic. Anyways, that was me venting.
Ele Shaman is the class that Blizzard likes to crap on the most.
Yeah.
Think about it. Most elementals are immune to all of your damage. Any type of spell reflect shuts your kit down instantly.
Yep. I went and did there was a rune for, I want to say it was mental dexterity, the rune. And I went to go kill the elemental that you spawn, and it was literally immune to all of my damage. Luckily I had a hunter in my group who killed it for me, and as I healed him, but yeah, I couldn't do anything to it.
Well, that's because your mental dexterity rune is for your melee kit. You're supposed to melee the elemental.
Boo. Boo. Well, the thing that stinks is that the item that you spend forever farming, because you farm those Waste Wander guys forever for the 2 pieces that you need for that.
Oh, hey, you want to know a fun thing about that?
What?
You did that in the nerf state.
What?
when that first came out, you had to farm double the amount of those elementals.
Oh my goodness.
And it was just as bad as you think it is.
Oh my goodness. At least you can do it in a group though, right?
No, it's a drop. This is classic, my friend. You think we share drops like that?
Sometimes.
No.
Oh, that's awful. I was out there for probably 8 hours grinding Waste Wander, the Warlocks and the Thieves to try to get that stuff. It was horrible.
The ones in Desolate were worse, the air elementals.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the one that I found was horrible was the rock elemental of that same exact quest. Oh, bro. That was horrible too.
All of those were doubled at 1.2.
Cloud Slaying, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't normally, like, when I find a drop, like, jump up for joy, but on those 2 quests specifically, for those 2 runes specifically, when I got the item to finally drop, I almost jumped out of my chair and screamed. Ugh.
But I can tell you, being one of the first shamans in the guild to have that, you felt powerful.
Right? Freaking Earth Shield. Ooh. Yeah, I'm actually really... Have you played Ele Shaman in PvP, or you did mostly Enhance?
So... I've kind of had some ups and downs with my class. I don't do much PvP, to be honest. I like the raids.
Yeah.
If I was going to PvP, for a while I was doing enhanced PvP because it was busted, because you just ran, like, whatever you wanted, and then you ran Lava Burst, and then when people tried to run away from you, you just threw a fireball at them, and it just obliterated them. But I hear Elemental is just disgusting right now.
It's like a hybrid spec. I think it's 30-0-21. So you go into the resto tree to take NS, and then you run Riptide and Earth Shield, and yeah, you're like half healer, half elemental, and you just you blow people up and just have so much sustainability. It's crazy. It's the only class that I know of that's able to 1v1 a ret paladin right now.
So, I will say that whoever the designer for the shaman class in Season of Discovery, that man deserves a raise.
He does. It's so good.
The class, like
Eric Crawford, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
The most impacted class of change, and every spec is enjoyable.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've tried tanking. Tanking feels really good, minus the fact that we don't have any active cooldowns.
Yeah.
We have one defensive cooldown.
I've tried it mostly for boosting though. I don't have the gear to like tank in like a dungeon yet, like super great. But because like when I do, I just switch my runes over to tanking, and tank is elemental. So I haven't tanked as like full enhance tank or anything, but it feels pretty nice. I like the damage it does with burn and just spreading your flame shock everywhere still. Feels amazing.
Well, then, have you also gotten Storm, Earth, Fire?
Yes, I have that one too. That one's great. I was surprised that we don't take that one in PvP because of the instant rooting, but then I realized that the Spirit Wolves just give you like a 60% movement bonus and stun, and I was like, okay, now I understand why we don't take that in PvP. Just crazy. Yeah, shamans feel so good. Simply Carl, thank you so much for joining the live.
That's the thing, like, anything you do as a shaman just feels good. You want to heal? Healing feels amazing. You want to DPS? Alright, melee, enhance, feels great. Elemental, also feels great. You want to tank? Also feels great. Like,
yep.
It's just good. Acquiring our runes, I would argue, we're probably the second or third worst class to try to get runes. I would definitely put Priest as number one. That whole thing is AIDS.
I haven't tried to get like the really hard runes on my Priest yet, but most of the ones are healing though, because I'm Shadow. So like the really bad ones are all the healing ones. I haven't tried those ones yet. How about I heard Warlock is pretty bad too.
There are some elements on the Warlock tree, or like the Warlock thing, that make it kind of rough. But I mean, the trade-off is Warlocks are amazing. Like right now, like in PvP, you just go meta. You run that. Your Siphon Life is basically a light screen effect where you don't have to target it, you don't have to channel it. You're just constantly draining health from your opponent.
Yep. King of Romania, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
I'm doing my farms, and there was a level 43 Warlock, and he did 30% damage to me with dots and just running around with the drain.
Here there.
Granted, I have 6,000 HP, so 30% is not anywhere near killing me, but still.
Yeah. Warlocks are still tough, though. You just have a hard time bursting through their heal, and I think it's on like a 10-second cooldown. So it's like not even that bad. It's just crazy.
I don't play this game.
Erica, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
I don't play this game as much as I used to, and like as heavy as I used to, but it's still fun being relevant, I guess.
Yeah. I made a rogue the other day to try it out, and getting Mutilate at level 10 is game-changing for me. I loved it.
So I probably made 25 gold doing that one cathedral and one farms.
That's not bad. Not at all.
And then because we're horde,
David Brown, thanks so much for joining the live.
Sell to after every run.
Yeah. That's not bad at all. Do you vendor the silk, or do you auction house it?
I just vendor it.
Gotcha.
The whole economy's changed from like the first time where we played Classic, where it was like, oh yeah, Silk's gonna go for something. We're at such a power spike that anything.
Steven, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
Anytime, right?
Yeah.
Like if I had a healer, I'd probably go farm. I don't know what I'd go farm. Probably ZG. I think ZG would be a little bit more valuable just because of the potential drops, but
ZG's not out yet, is it?
Or not ZG, ZF.
Oh, ZF, yeah.
I think I could slowly crawl my way through ZF, but it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Plus, when we're doing Scarlet Monastery, we can kill the Lobi Alliance that are out here.
Oh, yes. That feels great. No way. A 16-slot bag dropped? Sweet. Give that here. I better win it. Everybody in this group is winning everything except for me. No, I've enjoyed SOD so far. It's been really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably level up a rogue next, though. I saw a rogue in the Onyxia group that I was in the other day that just pulled so much damage. Like, it was insane how much damage they were, like, just sustaining 2k. Just, like, wasn't dropping at all. I was like, oh my goodness. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here at, like, 900. Like, oh.
That's the other thing that can happen when you're doing this farm. I'm talking to this guy, and he's like, hey, are you selling boost? And I'm like, no, I'm just farming gold. He goes, can I come?
Yes.
I will give you a reduced rate because I'm not farming for your XP.
Yeah.
But you are cutting into my raw gold gain.
Yep.
So I just made 35 gold, and this guy's going to tag along for 5 runs.
Wow, that's not bad. I wonder how... Because I went and ran some buddies through RFC the other day, and dude, Overcharged is so freaking fun of a rune.
Yeah, dude.
It's so fun.
It's great. It's
But
great.
I'm wondering how I'm going to do in... I haven't tried Scarlet Monastery yet in my elemental gear. I guess I could always buy the 0.5 tanking pieces if I needed to.
That's the other good thing about like doing the whole quest line on the shaman. It gives you access to other specs of gear.
Yeah.
Like only druids really have the same like, yeah, it's worth doing just because it gives us such a good base for anything we want to do outside of that.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to be rank 10 for PvP here in like the next week. So then I'll have that gear too, which will be nice. Shh, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. That's like what my brother and the other guys we're playing with are doing, is grinding all of that PvP rep. I think 2 of them are ranked 10 right now. Ronnie, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
I should do the whole PvP grind thing, but I just... Gold grind's more valuable to me.
Yeah, what made me want to do it is the fact that your ranks don't depreciate
diminish.
anymore. Yeah, and so it's like, okay, like I can actually do this because it's just a personal contest against yourself and not competing against everyone on the server for it. And I was like, yeah, I
Right.
can do this.
They did do a lot of things to make the game, while at times more casual friendly. I would also classify it as just general, like, and like anybody can do the content now. You don't have to dedicate,
Yeah.
weeks and weeks and weeks getting this stuff.
I'm just hoping that the Cenarian Circle reputation grind isn't going to be as bad for AQ. I'm hoping that they add something.
You mean the rep that you're gonna have to already start for your 0.5 quest set?
I don't know if I'm going to get the helmet and the shoulders or the helmet and the chest for shoulder for 0.5. Because my bis, the two pieces that I keep for 0.5, I think, are my belt and my pants. And so I don't even keep my 0.5 for my tier pieces. I replace everything. So I don't know if I'm going to continue. Mobu, thanks so much for joining live. Appreciate it.
Yes, but at the same time, if you want to buy your tanking set, you're gonna need to finish the whole quest line.
Yeah, that's if I want to buy the tanking set, though.
Oh, it's good. Or what if you need a resto set?
I mean, that's if I need a resto set, you know what I mean?
Or what about an enhanced set?
I have my PvP set for the enhanced set. Dan the Bergman BR, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I think most of the I can just do the rank 10 set for most of that stuff. I think not the tanking one. Tintins, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it.
That was the only reason I did the quest line.
Yeah.
You ever dip your toes into the RuneScape at all?
No, I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you should never.
Okay.
Just do drugs instead.
Okay. Just addicting.
It's very time consuming. It's very grindy. And there's a lot to do, and it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like WoW.
WoW is a small sandbox arcade shooter in comparison to RuneScape.
Oh gosh. I've already got so much to do.
So, in RuneScape, not only do you have a ton of things to level up to level 99, but do you know what the midway point in leveling is?
No, I have no idea.
Halfway to 99 is reaching level 92 of the skill.
Oh yeah, that sounds like Diablo. Like Diablo 2. That's how it was for Diablo 2 as well.
So when you hit level 92, you're halfway to max level.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I never hit 99 on... I hit 98 on Diablo 2 at one point. That was a rough grind.
That was the issue with Diablo 2, is it was just too unobtainable.
Yeah, well, and it didn't matter either. Like, you could kill everything at level 90. Like, you kill everything before level 90.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't really matter that much. Eli, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it, man. We are about to be Onyxia attuned. No. Our tank died.
Tragic.
Yes. The attunement is done.
Rats.
Your boy Floyd, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it, dude. A7X for life. Thanks so much for joining live, man.
Dude, I
Oh, thank you so much for following
I need a
A7X.
game to play, and I said, "All right, we're playing Resident Evil 6." He's like, "Isn't that the bad one?" I said, "Oh, it's terrible." we made it to one part, and then we experienced the DC, and we're like, "Oh, that's unfortunate. That's bad coding." So we reloaded the game. We started playing again. We were doing something, and we hit like almost the exact same spot, and the game crashed. And I was like, "Well, I think that's a sign from the cosmos that we're done with this."
I've never been able to play the Resident Evil games ever. I struggle not being able to shoot bullets at everything, and that you just run out of ammo and then you're just done. It's very difficult for me to wrap my brain around that. That's how a Splinter Cell was too. Like, you only have a certain amount of bullets, and you gotta like run around, and like you can't shoot everybody, and very fun, but also frustrating because I get stuck a lot. Lil Biggleby, thank you so much for joining the live. Oh my goodness. Oh, this little 54 hunter's killing me.
I think this next raid, I'm gonna actually try to use my buffs on like every boss except Gar.
Yeah, dude, Gar was always the worst fight in Classic, and you get everything purged off of you. It's like, oh, well, there goes all my world buffs. So do people just like, so I don't really like Raiden. I didn't really raid it in Season of Mastery, so I don't really know how the Chrono Beacon works. I get the gist of it, but do you just buy like a separate Chrono Beacon every time you want to store your buffs? You just buy a bunch of them.
Took me 12 minutes. This dude got
Chris M, thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it.
95 mobs, 27,000 XP. At a rate of 138,000 per level.
Wow.
Or per hour.
That's really not bad at all. I mean, especially since he's in there by himself, he's getting all the experience.
Oh, and that's just me warming up too. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Wow. So I never rated in Season of Mastery. So I understand like the gist of the Chrono Beacon and how it works for storing buffs, but do you have to buy like a separate Chrono Beacon every time you store them?
Yes.
Okay, and then you just like click off the Chrono Beacon and it restores all your buffs or something?
So you buy empty beacons, right?
Uh-huh.
You go gather all your buffs, and then you click on that empty beacon, right? Or that empty beacon turns into a supercharged chrono displacer, and it has all your little buffs in a bottle.
Okay.
Then before you do whatever, you're just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna.
John Alexander,
you know,
John Alexander, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
Do whatever content you're gonna do. Click on another empty one, and you stuff them all back in there.
Oh, that's sick. So you can actually have them for like every boss fight. I'm assuming that people keep it on their bars just in case they're about to wipe and they store them again, or does that not? Can you not do it in combat?
Can't do it in combat.
Okay.
I don't believe. I can't say that I've ever tried.
That's pretty sick.
The one thing that I like about it is I've had the same boons for like 2 weeks now.
Oh yeah.
And it just reduces the amount of time that you're like obligated to fly around and collect these buffs over and over.
Yeah.
Also, if you forget to put them into the beacon, like most of the world buffs are no longer dispellable.
That's pretty cool.
Season of Discovery is definitely built for the casual gamer, and in my opinion, if you jump on something the minute that it's available, you actually get punished for it. And I say that because, like, when the ground mounts came out at level 40, and that was the cap, when you first hit 40, you could buy your ground mount for 50 gold or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or no, it was 100 gold.
Fortnite, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
A couple weeks later, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're reducing the cost on this to like 50G." So you could have spent 100 gold and gotten your mount day one, or if you waited 2 weeks, you could have got it at half the cost. And it's been like that for everything. Go get your new runes right away. By the way, we're nerfing how difficult it is to get these runes. You did raid night 1 and everything was overtuned. Yeah, we left the HP pools too high. We cut everything down by like 30%.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I've noticed like with a lot of things they make it a little bit easier, but it's still like somewhat challenging, but not like sweat challenging.
Yeah, the level of sweat has definitely come down,
which is great.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. You still have people that go crazy. Like, we had an incident where we kicked the person that was playing our Disc Priest, and we have a guy on our raid team, and he is just distraught that we don't have a priest in our healing core, and I was like, we don't need one. Like,
Yeah, are we still clearing? Oh, but my parses. I did. Parse mentality, bro. Because he wants a power infusion, right?
he doesn't want to dispel because he's a shadow priest.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he wants his parses.
Which I've told him, I didn't make no parson raid team, so I don't know where he got that mentality.
Yeah. Parse mentality is so toxic, bro.
It is. And my favorite thing is when you say that to people, they get really defensive. And I go, well, what are the requirements to parse good? It's your just damage to the boss, right? And they're like, yeah. And I go, well, where do the mechanics come into play? If you're supposed to ignore everything and just parse on the boss,
yeah,
how's that good gameplay?
There were times when parsers would specifically mess up raid mechanics and like make it so the fight was way more difficult and like almost wipe us because they wanted their parses.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, mind you, like, I was an orange parser back in Classic, but like when it came at the expense of the raid, I was like, yeah, no, like I'm not gonna do this. And so that's just kind of the mentality I brought forward. But like, I don't know, parsing's it's nice, but it's not like it shouldn't be your main focus. Oh gosh, we are finally on Emperor. This has been the longest BRD ever. Should have just done a jump run.
Yeah.
Yo, I have not won like anything from this dungeon. This is crazy. I gotta go grind AVs after this. I want to try to get exalted this weekend on this guy. I was dumb and I was doing it on my priest first. Got all the way up to rank 9 on my priest, and then I'm like, I like Ele Shaman better. And now I have to redo all of it.
Ele Shaman's just fun.
It is. Polas, thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Keep Princess alive. Okay. Let's do it. Smyers, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. I cannot purge that buff. I was hoping I could. Yes, the Hodge dropped for this warrior. Yes. Beautiful. Oh, man. Mikey, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Let's go do this last coffer.
What level are all your tunes?
I have 260s, and then the next closest I think is like level 12.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I haven't put much effort into the other ones yet. No, buddy, no. You're LOS'd. No, dude. This guy LOS'd the crap out of me. That BRD took an hour and 31 minutes. Holy...
Yeah, it's because you're not used to. There's a lot of really bad Season of Discovery players. Like,
Yes.
there were bad classic players, but because Season of Discovery is so much more casual friendly, there are a lot of really bad players.
We had 2 druids and Ubers yesterday that kept on ass pulling.
Mm-hmm. That's why when I tank, I don't do any of the fancy skips.
Yeah. Like
I
we
don't
weren't
trust
even
them.
trying we weren't even trying to do skips. They were just popping they popped Starfall on Rend and it pulled the upper level.
Sounds right.
Yeah, and then we went to the next room, and as soon as we got into the next room, they popped Starfall again and pulled the entire next room.
Yep. Sounds druid.
Yep. And then they needed on the skinning knife, even though neither of them had skinning. So that was fun.
Because that thing's extremely hard to get.
Yep. And then when we got to the last boss, they needed on a Pain Weaver band. So some people's children, man, they just. This guy looks like he knows where he's going. I to this day am still confused by BRD. I don't get it. There's so many freaking things you can do in here that I just don't understand.
I love BRD.
Ugh.
Name something that is in BRD that you're like, okay, I'm not 100% sure on how to do this.
I just feel like there's just a lot of stuff that I'm just missing. Like I feel like there's so many like little nooks and crannies things in here that like spawn certain bosses and things like that. Like the freaking portrait on the wall in the vault room. You click on the portrait and then there's a guy you got to go kill to get this key. I'm just finding this out right now. I run this place for 18 freaking years. I didn't know this was a thing.
And he's always in different locations, but the picture tells you where he spawns in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why you have to look at the picture, is because you don't know where he spawns in at.
So it shows you like a map and it puts like a point on the map or something?
No, it tells you like a location in
Oh,
BRD.
oh, gotcha. And it could be one of X number of locations pretty much.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Ew, I got ads on my YouTube. Gross.
Dude. YouTube ain't the same anymore, man.
It isn't. It isn't the same. Burning Essence, Black Blood of the Tormented. Eye of Kajal. Interesting.
That's all for like the Librams and stuff like that.
Oh, really? All right, time to do AV until my eyes bleed. I'm a little disappointed that I missed the Blood Moon event. It seemed like it would have been fun, but it just seems like nobody does it anymore.
It was fun for the time.
I had a guy trying to trade me 400 gold for the tier boots yesterday. Freaking the tier boots drop and I win them, and he's like, "You don't need those," whispers me immediately. He's like, "You have 0.5. Yeah. They're still my biz. I'm like, can you not go get 0.5 too? He's pretty mad. Opens up trade, puts in 200 gold. I decline it. Opens up trade again immediately, puts in 300 gold. Decline it again. Opens up trade again, 400 gold. No, dude, get out of here. Get out.
It's just funny because some people think that, like, the entire World of Warcraft should cater to them, and it's like, what? Maybe you should just be a better player.
Dude, who are you to tell me what I need and what I don't? Freaking A. You don't need those. It's clearly on my bis list for this. You have 0.5. I'm wearing blue boots.
You're right.
Yeah, go get your 0.5 done.
These are also an upgrade for me.
Yeah. What's up, Cam? Thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. It's the nerve of some people. The nerve. Are the molten weapons like that much better to get?
If you need the FR. That's all the molten weapons are. They're weapons that give FR
fire assist. Oh, I was about to say, like, they didn't look like they were that different as far as stat wise.
It's the fact that they give FR.
All right, time to go and turn in all this rune cloth to freaking the trolls.
Relax. Bye-bye now. Don't be shy. Be good. Spirits be with you, man. Good to meet ya. You be careful, man. Be good. Bye-bye now. Spirits be with you, man. How you doing, man? You come get the voodoo.
All right, here we go. I just feel like Shaman has an answer for everything, man. Like, every class, there's just an answer for it. Like, a rogue's on you, you have your decoy totem and you have poison cleansing. It's like there's not much they can do unless they're totem stomping you. And even then, like, your totems are not on that long of a cooldown.
Yep.
Oh, a priestess on you? Yeah, let's just purge their bubble. Let's put down a disease cleansing totem so their highest damaging dots get taken off immediately. Oh, let's put down a grounding totem that absorbs an attack every 10 seconds.
Oh, I need a tremor totem in case they fear me.
Oh yeah, tremor totem too. I forgot about that one. Yeah. You can they kind of tell. The nice thing about priests though is they telegraph when they're going to try to fear you. So you know exactly when they're coming at you. They're going to try to fear you. I wish that I could turn on block quest sharing in BGs. I got this guy. There's a guy that spams mother's milk in like every AV that I'm in. It's the same guy too, because I know the freaking name of the guy.
Have you ever thought about just doing mother's milk?
I have, but whenever I go in there with my brother, he immediately dispels the poison. It pisses me off. He's done it 3 times now.
Just tell him to stop.
I did, and then he was like, "Okay, I'll stop," and then he forgot and dispelled it again. That was the 3rd time, and I was like, "I'm not doing this anymore." From this place too many times. I do want to get the Uber's key though. That would be nice. So maybe I'll run it again. You're kidding me. How do my Earthbinds not hit this guy?
If you had Storm Earth Fire, your Earthbinds would
Yeah.
root them as well.
But I'm running the wolves because it's so much better in PvP. They heal you. It's a stun.
They're fat. They make you run.
They make
fast.
you run fast. Yeah, there's not much downside to using the wolves.
The downside is that you don't get to run Storm Earth Fire, which I
That's
prefer
true.
Storm Earth Fire over the wolves.
I like the roots. The roots are nice, but yeah,
I like that it stacks with burn.
that too. That's pretty good as well.
We were doing something and somebody was like, "What is the damage on your flame shock?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "I thought you were an in-hand shaman." I said, "I am." I said, "I'm just running this while we clear trash because it's so effective."
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting 1,000 crit flame shocks off the start, and then it's got 150% damage increase as the duration goes on. Yes, please.
I did notice that they do need to fix some stuff, though, with Shaman. For example, if I use Nature's Swiftness, but I also have a Power Surge proc at the same time, it will use both of them when I use my next attack. It won't use one and then use the other. Which is kind of crappy, because like if I NS and then try to use a Chain Heal, but then my overcharge, not overcharge, what's it called again? My Power Surge procs, like in between, then it just uses my Power Surge proc and my NS, and I just lose it. It's kind of tragic.
It is kind of tragic, but I also think the reason they do that is because they want Nature Swiftness to be an emergency, and you don't really care about the resources that you spend in an emergency.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't just be using Nature Swiftness on cooldown.
No, I use it for burst a lot of times, though, when I'm trying to burst somebody down.
If that's the only thing wrong with shamans, though, we have, like, no room to complain. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
it's true.
Both of my instant casts came off of cooldown at the same time, and they overlap.
Boo! Boo! Bad game! Boo!
Meanwhile, there's other classes that are like, yo, can I just let red paladins are just laying face down in the ground like, can I get something sustainable in PvE, please?
Oh,
My
dude,
rate-
but Red Paladins PvP are so freaking strong, dude. That's why I switched off my Priest. Because there is nothing I can do against a Red Paladin as a Priest.
What do you mean? You just run dispersion. You sit there for 6 seconds and then they kill you.
Yeah, that's... I mean, you're not wrong. It did make me a little sad that you said it, but you're not wrong. Let's
You're like,
see.
ah, disperse, and then they just wait.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah, you're about to kill them. Let's bubble or lay on hands, and oh well, there goes
Yeah,
everything.
A class that can reset the fight on demand, like that, I have no sympathy for if they don't excel in something else.
Yep. Well, and on top of that, they can dispel every single priest dot. They can dispel disease and magic. So, doesn't really help at all that they can do that. Am I going to die here? I think I'm okay. They don't have either tower. No. There were a bunch of them just waiting for me as soon as I teleported. Oh, I gotta go turn in all this blood, though. I've skipped dailies the past 2 days. I need to go do them.
Dude, I am knocking on the gate of finishing dailies.
Just not doing them ever again. Yeah, unfortunately, I still need the gold to get my Bis weapon, and then once I'm done with that, I won't really care much about gold anymore. At least on this character, I won't. Well, unless I want to go get all the fire resist gear, then that's a different story.
That's only if you want to do heat 3.
Yeah. I guess people are probably geared enough now to where there's not a lot of people rolling on tier, because that and the shield. The tier pieces and the shield are like the only things I care about right now. That would be nice to have. All right.
Which one?
The earth and fire.
It was a joke because I linked both of those from my bank.
You sicko! How dare you! Jimmy, thanks so much for joining the live. This man thinks he's funny. Over here. Goodness. Yeah, I'd love to have that.
My deceit.
Stop!
Blood and thunder.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Yeah, what you got?
Haven't even turned him in yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those can turn into these.
Yes. Are those the tanking version though? Ew.
That's the DPS version.
Ooh.
Your flurry gains an additional 10% increase to your attack speed. What?
Oh, what? What's better for DPSing right now in raids? Is it Ellie or Enhance? Or is it kind of a toss up? Because I think they're both A tier right now.
It's kind of a toss up. It's just whatever you prefer.
The reason I'm Ellie right now is because it shares gear with my PvP stuff right now, but well, that and getting 2 weapons kind of seems a little daunting. I'd rather just share the gear than have to get 2 different sets. At least until maybe when I start raiding and I start collecting off pieces, then maybe it'll be better. But Garrett, thank you so much for joining live. Appreciate it. Because right now, like, trying to get pre-raid bis for 2 different specs is just like, because I would need to go get Hodge and everything like that, which I have seen 3 times, but since I'm LE, I don't get it. Everybody stop sharing quests. I'm gonna options. Can I?
Just accept it.
I don't want to because I have like the perfect amount of quests needed to be able to accept dailies every single day. Let's see. Social block quests. Please say there's something in here for this. No. There's blocking trades, blocking guild invites, blocking channel invites. Wow. What a game. I was doing some PvP with some guildies. I was doing some PvP with like Virtue and some other guys the other day. They seem pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of really cool people in the guild. It's real, like, if you're just a casual player or like whatever the case may be, like, this is just a nice place to be, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is the guild that I've been raiding with since when we did Classic the first time.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. It's nice that you guys can get along for that long. Most of the guilds that I'm in, people start hating each other and then it falls apart. But I've also been in like very parse mentality guilds.
What guild when did we meet? Like what
Legion.
were we playing?
Legion. We were never in the same guild together. We just pugged together and we were doing the Emerald Nightmare raid together and we became friends in that.
I was trying to think. I was like, I don't remember like when we ran into each other. And then I know that your life picked up for a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
And then here we are again. It's funny how that works.
My Earthbind is just not. I don't get it. I'm having a difficult time because it's right on top of people, but it's not slowing them. And I know it like ticks like every now and then, but they run like straight through it on their mount and it just doesn't hit them. On their like 60%er.
You know how it would hit them?
What? I'm scared.
If it was root. No.
Okay, come on. This guy.
I got jokes.
He's got jokes. He's got them.
Dude, I remember when I first got Decoy Totem and I put it down and I blocked my first kidney shot with it.
Yeah.
Oh, such a feeling.
Beautiful day.
Watching the rogue squirm as he realized, uh-oh, I didn't get my opener.
Oh, bro. I got 3 power surge procs on this paladin and put 3 lava bursts right into his face. All the while just purging him. Oh, that felt so good. Oh my gosh, I am silenced for days, man. $500 rep. Keep going at this rate. 10 games. Give me another 5,000. I'll still need like another 30 games to get exalted.
It's not terrible.
Boo. Boo. Do I even need exalted?
Probably not.
No, I have my mount. I don't like
Don
need any of it.
Don Julio's is like the melee ring. That's what most people do that for.
Yeah, but I'm not doing melee.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I already have.
May not need it.
I already have both the PvP rings from the reels. Yeah, I don't think I need exalted.
I wasn't saying like, yeah, you need it because of this. I was saying,
oh yeah.
Not need it because.
I gotcha. All right, well maybe I just get the honor I need to get my rank, and then I'll go level my rogue or something. 13,000 more. It's like 3 more BGs. It's not bad. Put my tanking gear back.
Oh, is it purge time?
Yes.
Yep.
It's always purge time.
People are getting kicked out of the guild. They're being purged.
Are these just inactives?
Yeah.
David, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it.
Gotta trim the roster.
Is that why this guy's name is Purify? Because he's purging everything?
It's just what the guild leader is named as priest.
I feel like this was intentional.
It's been Purify since, like, Classic.
Yep, intentional. This guy knows what he's doing. Did you guys have a lot of people quit for retail?
We had some people drop. I wouldn't say it was like a lot.
Hmm. I was thinking about giving it a shot, but my brother dropped a bomb on me and said that if I play retail, he's quitting. So I guess I'm stuck with SOD, which is fine. I'm okay with it.
I am not doing retail.
I just don't have the energy to get into another. I don't have the energy to get into another expansion.
Dude, it's also a lot different than like when we played back in the day. I don't know if you did any Dragonflight.
I did not, no.
Yeah, it's even flying is different because of the Dragonflight system. You actually have to like dive down to pick up speed in order to continue to progress flying.
Mm-hmm.
You have like interactive moves that like channel how your dragon flies. Not to mention the skill trees are just... I like complex skill trees. This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. I just feel like there's just way too much with retail now. There's just way too much. I just miss days where it was just a little bit more simple.
Which is why SOD's so nice.
Yeah. Jesse, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Okay. Of course. I just need a little bit better gear. Like, if I have all the PvP gear, I'll be able to, like, 1v2 so easily.
The great thing about this guild is there are people that are always down to PvP if that's what you're into.
That's pretty much what all of us are into, me and my whole group. We just run BGs a lot. Logan, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Of course, there's 3 of them here. All right, how much more honor do we need? 9,500. I'm not looking forward to this next week at work.
What's going on?
So we have a project that we've been talking about for a few months, kind of planning it out, and it's a big project. We're like, oh yeah, like we'll probably need to have this done by December. So we'll probably start work on it in October, have about 3 months to get it done, and then release it in December for our clients to use.
Mm-hmm.
Well, our clients came to us and said that they want it done in time for October billing, which means we have about a month to do it, the entire project, and we haven't even finished planning it yet. I got pulled into a meeting.
What is it that you do?
Web development.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they pulled in the 2 senior devs and me. I'm like 1 step below a senior dev, and they pulled in us 3, and so us 3 are going to be working on this as like our main priority for the next month, and it's a little stressful.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So mostly because like normally we could probably finish it in a month. That's not what the issue is. The issue is that normally we would spend a lot of time testing to make sure that the interactions with the page are working correctly and to make sure there's not like any weird things happening. But essentially what they're asking us to do is build it and test it in a month, which is like that's a big ask to do that.
Drink of water.
It is. Well, and on top of that, we have another team that's handling like a lot of. We do both front end and back end, but we have another team that's coming in to help us with a big portion of the back end because the back end logic is just very large, and so they're coming in to help us. So we're gonna have to also like communicate with another team and make sure that they're doing their stuff correctly. And Jack Beck, thanks so much for following. It's not following. Thanks so much for joining live. Appreciate it, Jack. Yeah, communications. It's just hard with another team for some reason. Their processes are not the same as ours, and yeah.
No, I get it.
JJK, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Jacob, thanks so much for joining the live. Appreciate it. Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
is Chris by you?
No, she's not.
Oh, alright. Is Summer by you?
No.
Okay. What is Carissa like for food? Like, we're trying to decide what food to do for the shower.
I don't think that she's very picky. What were you thinking?
Well, I really wasn't. At first I was thinking like maybe something like lasagna or spaghetti or enchiladas.
She hates spaghetti. Don't do spaghetti. That's like the worst one.
Okay. And that's kind of what I remember, so that's what I was thinking. Tacos. I don't know. That's why I'm asking, what does she like?
Tacos would be fine. She would be fine with tacos.
Enchiladas? Does she like enchiladas?
I'm sure she would love enchiladas.
Because those are super easy. I can like prepare them ahead of time, and then just
Yeah,
put 'em in the
enchiladas would be fine.
Okay. Are you okay with that too?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
I can do tacos and enchiladas.
No, I'm good with whatever. That's okay for me.
Okay. All right, then let's do enchiladas. How's that? That's easy. And
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it. And then if you try, if she, I know she said she was thinking, but she wasn't sure if she was gonna do a second registry. Did she do a second registry?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about it if she is going to be.
Okay, so we have the Amazon registry. If there's anything that she wants to add to it, have her add to it before starting to go on there.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Alright.
Okay.
Love
Love
you. Bye.
you too. Bye.
Hey, what is Summer doing?
What's she doing? She's probably napping right now. She's took a late nap.
Okay, alright, bye.
All right. Bye. Sorry about that, chat. When Mama calls, you gotta pick up. You gots to. All right, that's how it's gonna be, my guy. Okay. Of course. Ah! If I have my feral spirits there, I win that. And if the priest doesn't show up. And if I don't take a bunch of damage from archers. I should have just gone into the bunker, but he was trying to get me to pull the commander. Of course he hits me with a hamstring. Why wouldn't he? Oh my gosh, dude. Let's see how much honor we need left. 6,400, and then we're done. 6,400, then we are done.